Alright guys, I got an unboxing today. Here's the package. It's a box. Okay, that's what it is. It's a box. That's why it's called unbox. Let's check it out. And there it is. The DJI Osmo Mobile 2. Now, I've had a few of these things, okay? And I just haven't had any luck with them. I have this one. But this is only a 2-axis. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing works. It just doesn't work that well, okay? But it does actually work. So I might actually just do a giveaway on this thing. That's probably what I'm going to wind up doing, because I'm not just going to let it sit up on the shelf for the rest of my life, okay? Somebody will be able to use it. It's okay. It's just, if you have a phone that has EIS on it, then you don't need this, okay? If you have a phone, if you have like an iPhone 6 that doesn't have EIS, then it works. It'll work on something like that. But if you have an iPhone 8 or an iPhone 7, I believe, has EIS, that works just as good as this. You don't even need this, okay? This is only for something that doesn't have the enhanced image stabilization. So if you have one of those devices, you know, this would be okay for you. And then I got this thing that I'm not happy with, the Steadicam Volt. I don't really like this. And it's not that it doesn't work, and because what's nice about it is it works with GoPros and phones. Okay, that's what's nice about it. What's not nice about it is the setup. Okay, you know, when you go somewhere to shoot a video, you don't want to be sitting there for 40 minutes trying to calibrate it. Okay, that's not working for me. And just because you get it set up once, if you don't have that phone in that exact spot that you had it the week before, you got to go through all this rigmarole of trying to figure it out again. It's got these weights. You got to add a weight on this end, move the phone back this way, add another weight, take the weight off. I mean, you go somewhere to shoot a video, who's got time to do that? You know, so, and then I have another one, the Steady Grip, which I like. That's probably the best one that I have, is the unique Steady Grip, where I take the Typhoon camera off and put it on there, and that's great. But what happens if I wreck the Typhoon one day and tear it all up? So then that's out the window. So if I wreck the Typhoon, then see you later on the camera. So I figured I'd go with this because, you know, I know it'll probably be good. So let's just take a look at it real quick. And then I'm going to shoot some comparison videos next week when it's after this rain and crap stops. Now, the reason I got this, other than the fact that these other ones weren't working good for me. Well, I mean, the JJ1, it works, but I have the iPhone 8 now that has the EIS, so I don't need it because it doesn't do any better than this does. You know, it's not better. Why I got this was because the iPhone 8, it shoots really nice 4K footage, okay? But the problem is that the 4K footage is not stabilized. When I did a couple videos about a month ago, I went up to that park with the lake and all that stuff, and I was walking. That was in 4K, and you could see a lot of jumping and bobbing around and all that. This works great. The EIS works great in this for 1080p 60. But in 4K, you're not getting any EIS. It doesn't work in 4K. So just take a quick look at it, see what it looks like. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be any kind of turd. Okay, I'm sure it'll be pretty nice. You know, I haven't bought anything from DJI that wasn't nice or wasn't good. So there's the manuals. Run for the hills. I'll just watch the DJI video, the tutorial videos. I'm not reading that crap. Okay. The case is very nice. It's just one of them styrofoam cases. It's like this one the Spark has. The same material. Very nice, very nice. Not a lot to it, boys. It's pretty simple stuff. But here it is right here. Very nice. Has a nice feel to it. Feels good. I'm sure it'll be great. There it is. It has the little buttons on there. You know, you can move it this way, move it that way, and pan it and all that stuff, and record button. I think you could, it probably syncs up with the Bluetooth or something. I'm sure that's how it works. That's how this one works. This one works like that. You sync it, you download an app and run the app on your phone. And, you know, you can record and all that off the buttons on there. So I'm sure this one's basically the same way. I think they're all the same thing as far as that goes. But this one has a real nice feel to it. Yeah, real nice. Yep. Yeah, this is a 3-axis, where that one there is only a 2. This one has all 3. This is only the JJ1 is only a 2-axis stabilizer. Yeah, there's not a lot to it. It's just this. You set it up, you balance the phone on there, and they give you this. You know, you have the little balance thumb screw here where you pull it out, push it in for whatever kind of phone you got, and you just put the phone in, hold it straight like this, and you slide the arm back and forth until it stays steady, and then you turn them on, and then it'll, you know, the gimbal will lock in. So yeah, it's not complicated, at least not yet. Not until I start farting around with it, then it might get more complicated. But I think Ed Richter had a video on it. I think I watched it a couple months ago. He said it was good, so I don't think there's going to be a problem with it. I'll probably do a giveaway on this one here in the very near future. It might be my next giveaway, just in case, if you haven't seen my other video of what it looks like. Yeah, I can't see just leaving this thing sit in the room over there for eternity. What this one looks like is this. You see it doesn't have the sway bar here, so it's only 2-axis, this way and this way. The DJI one had a joint right here where the whole thing swung that way. So that's the difference between them two. And then this one has the this is the charge cable for the JJ1, and it has the battery charger here and the 3 batteries here. And it lasts a long time too. The batteries last. It's got 3 of these batteries, and they go in the handle of this thing down here. They go in down here. Now that Steadicam Volt, eventually I might get back to farting around with it, but the time that I used it, it was sheer torture to get that thing set up the first time. I mean, absolute torture. Then I went and used it, and then I went to use it again a couple of weeks later. And I guess I didn't have the phone set in the exact spot And I had to go through all this laborious setting up and weight shifting and this, that, and the other. And I mean, I really thought that thing was going to be good, but I was pretty disappointed. Not in the way it works, because if you get it set up right, it works good. But it just takes so long to do it. You know, it's just, you know, like I said, when I first talked about it here at the beginning. I mean, you go somewhere, who's going to sit there for 40 minutes and try to set that thing up when you want to go shoot a video? Who's going to do that? Nobody, okay? So, I'll probably never use it, but I don't think I'll give it away, but I'll hold on to it. Maybe one of these days I'll get back to it and fart around with it some more. The only good thing about it, like I said, is that you can hook the GoPros to it also. So, all right, boys. I'll figure that DJI one out. It doesn't look complicated at all. It looks pretty simple. So, I'll be using that one when I want to go out and shoot 4K instead of walking around with the screen bobbing all over the place. All right, guys. Have a nice night.